Hi everyone, welcome back to English with Chris&Coco. This month, we are celebrating Black History Month by learning English through powerful stories.
And today, I will be reading from my book, Inspiring Black Figures for Aspiring Black Kids. In today's lesson, we will read about Booker T. Washington, a man who proved that hard work, education, and perseverance are key to success.
So now, grab a notebook, let's get started.
Booker T. Washington, 1856-1915. Booker T. Washington was born in 1856 in West Virginia as a slave. His mother, Jane, worked as a cook. His father was a white man, but nobody knew who he really was. Booker T. Washington started serving his owner when he was only about 5 years old. Like all slaves, Booker T. Washington had a really hard life. For him, the worst was that he could not go to school. But he really wanted to learn how to read and write. His mother was poor, but she saved just enough money to buy him a book. Young Booker became a coal miner, a very hard job for such a young boy. Every morning at 4 o'clock, before going to work, he would wake up to read his book and to study. When he was 10 years old, he began working as a houseboy for Mrs. Viola Ruffner, the wife of the coal mine owner, for $5 a month. Mrs. Ruffner saw how hardworking, good, and smart Booker was and how much he wanted to learn. So she allowed him to go to school for an hour a day during the winter. Once, while working at the coal mine, Booker heard of a school, the Hampton Institute, built to provide education to freedmen. Booker made up his mind to attend that school at any cost. He began saving money so he could take the train to Virginia, where the school was, about 500 miles away. The trip was painful. Booker ran out of money. He slept outside on the bare ground with nothing to eat, and yet he never felt discouraged. He found a part-time job as a dock worker and saved just enough money to buy food and continue his trip to the Hampton Institute. In the end, he made it to the Hampton Institute and was accepted as a student. He worked as a janitor to be able to pay for his tuition. He studied very hard and became a brilliant student. Therefore, the headmaster of the school, General Samuel Armstrong, a white man, gave him a scholarship. Booker graduated from Hampton Institute and later became a teacher there. Booker T. Washington believed that black people would be free only through education and economic freedom. In 1881, he was recommended by General Armstrong to found the Tuskegee Normal and Industrial Institute in Alabama to give an education to black people. With the help of a few white philanthropists, Booker made the school very successful. His school trained many black people, including George Washington Carver, who became an inventor. Because of his hard work and achievements, Booker T. Washington became an important person in America. He did not let the color of his skin and all the trouble black people were going through discourage him. He always believed that merit was more important than the color of someone's skin. He became the most famous black man of his time. In 1901, he became the first black man to be invited to the White House by President Theodore Roosevelt and the first black man on a U.S. postage stamp. He wrote a book called Up from Slavery. In his book, he advised black people to not be stopped by their color because they had merit. He also advised them to get their freedom through education and economic independence. Many black people read the book and felt hopeful about their future. Booker T. Washington died in 1915, but he will be remembered forever. And that was the incredible life of Booker T. Washington, a man who proved that hard work, education, and perseverance can change lives. It doesn't matter if you are black, white, yellow, or red. As long as you have merit, education, and you work hard, you will succeed. I hope you enjoyed reading about his life while also improving your English. If you want to read more inspiring stories like this, check out my book, Inspiring Black Figures for Aspiring Black Kids. I have provided the link in the comments. It's on Amazon. This is a great way to learn English while also discovering great history.
If you found this video helpful, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now in the comments, share with us which black historical figure inspires you the most. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Now in the comments, tell us which black historical figure